Hey, RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch. What's good, man? It's been a little bit since I did a live stream. Uh, I really be I really been trying to fine tune what the fuck it is I got going on, and I be really trying not to blow my load in these live streams because the live streams just don't do well. Um, I mean, shit, the edited videos don't be doing as good as they could be or should be doing. Um, but I like the edited videos though. Um, what up, Nunya? What up, Nunya, Texas on the back 20? What up, man? Michael, what up? Open up, what's good? Um, Sometimes I be feeling like I be blowing my load in these live streams because my ain't none of my shit scripted. Of course, I don't write shit down. I try taking notes and then I end up like not even sticking to the notes, or I don't know, man. It's easier for me to just wing it, to just freestyle my shit. It's the best thing to do. And very often in a live stream, I be talking my shit, going on a rant, going at some particular topic, and then I realized I just said some dope shit, made a fucking awesome observation or uh, analogy or something that I never had before, and I'd be like, boom, there it was in the live stream, and it's gone. And then if I don't go back and watch the live stream, then I'll forget that I even said that in that way. And really, it'll be a hidden gem buried in a live stream that'll never get no views. Um, and all of that shit is like starting to bug me, really. I be feeling like I be saying some $1 million shit, and like 7 of y'all will actually see it and appreciate it, right? Um, and I've been watching how social media works, YouTube and all this, especially YouTube, because YouTube is critical and important to me. I like the work that I've done with the activism once I switched from Facebook after they banned me over to YouTube. It was a slow crawl, but I like the way YouTube feels. I do have a Rumble, and I'm gonna start posting on my Rumble because over there at Rumble they let you be free. You just kind of say what you want, anything short of criminal threatening somebody or conspiracy to commit a crime or a murder or something like that. You're not even really supposed to get away with that anywhere. I don't care where you are. That's not free speech. That's speech that's calling to action, a genuine response from people if you issue like serious threats or threats that can even be perceived as being serious. So it's not like I don't understand that. But at Rumble, you can kind of say what you want, and I think that that's where I need to be. Rumble and Patreon. Now, when it comes to Rumble, you can be paid through Rumble, and that's a good incentive, because then what I need to start doing is respecting my work enough to know that it is all that I should be doing and that I got work to do. I know that I got work to do. Because I get through to some of y'all, and some of y'all rock with me. You really understand what's going on, and you can see the value and the importance. That's dope. When I bump into people on the streets, oh, excuse me, my eye is like, I got an eyelash or something in this motherfucker. Um, when I bump into people on the streets and I see how not only do I get support from some people, because a guy that walked up and talked to me when I was doing an open carry just this past week, not only did he disagree with a lot of critical, pivotal points that I be making that y'all fucking love me for, he disagreed with some of the fundamental shit. That expressed to me very clearly that I do got work to do, and for this guy to support me the way he still did. Even though me and him disagreed on a lot of critical shit, this man went into his pocket and gave me $20. Now that $20 that the stranger gave me when he walked up to me and heard me speak and me and him had a conversation that we disagreed with half the shit we were saying, we were disagreeing with each other about. Very powerful, critical shit in these disagreements. After the disagreements, he reached into his pocket and gave me $20. So a guy that disagrees with me about some very serious stuff, but agrees enough with me to see some value and interest in what I was doing, gave me $20. That $20, in my mind, could have paid for shit, what? 6 or 7, damn near 7 months of a Patreon if I put my work behind a $3 wall in Patreon and say, hey man, y'all really want to see my shit? Y'all got to give me like $3 a month for this. If I did that, a guy that disagreed with half the shit I was saying to him gave me damn near 7 months worth of a Patreon. That's $3 a month. And what I'm imagining is that if I could get $3 a month from however many fucking people I can get it from, I can turn what it is that I'm doing into a nationwide, constantly bouncing back and forth from coast to coast, um, going any and everywhere the word needs to be heard, like a pinball in a pinball machine, all around the country, spreading this gospel of healthy distrust for government and relentlessly hanging on to, maintaining, and standing up for your right to keep a gun, to tell whoever brings any kind of pain or an initiation of force and violence to you, whoever that is, they will meet great resistance, as they should. Fuck all of the bullies. I want to be able to go coast to coast and do this all the time, all over, and I'm not going to be able to do that. Now I'm unemployed. I can't even use my employment to fund me doing this and doing it for the love because I just want to. I ain't got no money. You see what I'm saying? I'm clean. I'm hanging on here, right? Uh, I feel like the universe is telling me that all I have now in the moment is my activism, and that's all that I even need. I think that the universe is telling me that I'm never going to get there if the people that really rock with me can't be um, expected to, or don't have the courtesy to actually do themselves, help fund the work with like a $3 a month Patreon subscription. Now I say $3 because this is where my this is where my thought process is going. I'm thinking $3 ain't shit. I lost probably half that in change falling out of my pocket, and then it falls in between my car seat right here. I probably lost $3 in the past couple of days just doing that. Getting in the car, especially in some sweatpants or something, all the change falls out your pocket, and I go, oh shit, that change is down. It's all down in between the seat. You go over to your friend's house for a smoke session, and you didn't drop $2, $3, $4 fucking dollars worth of change down in your friend's couch. People throw away $3 all day, every day. I'll put my Patreon in the link. I have a Patreon, and I ain't even I ain't even turned the Patreon up. I ain't did a post. I ain't even fucking post a link nowhere. I have it there because I was told that I should do that. And then I've kind of left it behind and not really thought about it. And I've had it for like, I don't know, 6 months or longer that I've had this Patreon. Man, this shit might be over a year. I can't even remember no more. But I have the Patreon established. I just don't do anything with the goddamn thing because all I really wanted to do, even though I understood what Patreon might have to offer or what Rumble has to offer, all I wanted to do was talk my shit. I don't want to give a fuck about the money. I don't want to give a fuck about that. But being unemployed puts things in perspective, first of all. Secondly, I realize that I am not going to do the work no justice if I only take the work as far as I can get it. In between my spare time when I am employed and dealing with my kids. I got 3 little kids. I got 2 other kids that I'm halfway responsible for. And I got a grown son that's 20 years old who still needs my guidance, love and attention and shit like that. That shit never really goes away. I think the best relationships in life really are making solid, real world friendships with your grown children. Now you can talk to them like they're grown-ups and not like babies. You can be honest with them about the world, how you feel about the world, and what it is that you expect from them. When you don't got to sugarcoat your relationship with your child because they're grown, I think you have an opportunity to form a very solid bond with people, and that's what I plan on doing with my son. He's 20 years old. But in the midst of all of that, even having a girl in the family, like having all of this shit going on, I don't want to subject myself to another employer where they want my time for 40 hours a week or more, and this is what I have to rely on to pay the bills, and thus I will put that above the activism, and then the activism fall to the wayside while I try to make room for it in between an employer's demands and my family life. I think I'm robbing the work by doing that. If what it is that I do for financial stability is the activism, now the activism can be supercharged and I'll be all over the place, being way greater than what it is that y'all think I am, and y'all already rock with me. This is nothing. What you rock with is nothing. In my imagination, this shit is way bigger than what the fuck it is you see, and it's crazy to me. Where my imagination is, it's almost like maddening. It's almost like creating like a level of like positive frustration where like I'm looking forward to manifesting more of my imagination in front of y'all so y'all can see what it is that you're really dealing with, what you're really supporting, or where my worth really is in regards to the activism. You guys have no idea. Y'all support me showing love. My usual suspects show up to support all my videos. Y'all don't even know. Y'all like me. Y'all have no idea. This is nothing. It's nothing. I look at my edited videos. I look at my live streams and I go, it's frustrating because it's cool enough to convey the message and it's nothing, man. All of this needs to be elevated, and I have to get monetary gain for what it is that I'm doing, or else y'all will never see it. You're never going to see it, man. I'm gonna have to put this shit on the back nine again. Not the back nine. I'm gonna have to put this shit on the back burner again as soon as I get some employment, because the employment is going to demand all of my attention, bro. It is. And I think that's sad because there's no place that I'm going to work that's going to be more important to me than what it is that I'm doing with this shit. This is what's important. Um, Real quick, let's jump into this. So, um, the Biden administration just passed what they call the DOD Directive 524001 or some shit like that. What's crazy is that my zip code here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa is 52401. Just like this DOD directives number. Now, if you went to gematria at all, if you even know what it is, pay attention. If you think that number sequences, patterns, and these choices for them to name and label these very critical documents, government documents, in legislation, when they name these things, I don't find it to be arbitrarily conceived for them to name these things random shit. It's not random. They know what they're doing. They're way too official and way too thorough, and the intent is way too strong. Not even in a moment, but every day is a marker in history that not only should we be paying attention to every day in that way. Trust and believe that something's going to happen every day that history will either try not to forget or they will desperately try to erase. And in both cases, you need to be paying attention because that's probably where some truth is going to be, especially when you're living it. They can lie about all this shit in 100 years and you won't be around to say, that's cap, I was there. That's not what happened. You're not going to be there. You got to pay attention to this shit wholeheartedly, and I take it all seriously. This DOD directive that the Biden administration just put forward says that, what does it say? It says that the U.S. military can now use force, violence, and even if it injures or puts someone to death, they don't care. The U.S. military can now do this to U.S. citizens who, specifically, they say, who are protesting U.S. government policies. They said protest. They didn't say fucking violence. Protest is not violence. They want you to. They see the two things as the same, and they want you to consider that in the same way. That protest is some form of violence that would deserve to be forcefully contested by U.S. government and military forces, even if it means seriously injuring you or killing your ass. This is what they said. Now I want you to pause because I'm going to try not to scream to the top of my lungs and fucking freak out. I'm going to try not to punch my fucking steering wheel and ignite the fucking airbag. I want y'all to listen to what the fuck it is that I'm saying, because this is why what it is that I'm doing is genius, and what it is that I'm doing is fucking platinum service to humanity to America, for motherfuckers to claim to be American, and for this man that gave me $20, like me enough to give me $20, and for him to say the wild, crazy, offbeat shit that he actually said to me, I think the universe is saying, hey, Trey, some people agree with you. There's going to be some fucking disagreement, but there should be some financial reward and gain and incentive for you to do what you got to do and what you've been doing, because there's work to be done. This is all of that entire message was wrapped up in this man who said a bunch of wild, crazy, fucking dumbass shit to me and a lot of cool shit to me. I've never seen anybody support me in the way that he tried to do, and then to be so fucking wrong in what it was that I was saying. This motherfucker denied that what I was doing even mattered. He said, it's two guys on the corner. And then he named the fucking street corner that I was on and went, what the fuck is this even going to do about anything? He totally denied the power in what it was that I was doing, which is silly, right? Because I've already affected how many people? Fuck a YouTube view. How many views do I get when I'm on the corner that gets fucking thousands of fucking cars through this fucking intersection in a day? I'm out there for an hour and a half. How many cars went by me? How many views did I get on the fucking corner? YouTube not counting those views. How many views did I get that day? Right? To say I ain't got no influence, that this is for nothing, that if I'm not going to change the world today in what it is that I'm doing, why bother? This is what this guy's saying. This is why I got work to do. Because the little girl just wanted to sing. She just wanted to sing. And now she's Beyonce. So I don't give a fuck. And I know these people are puppets and they get placed and they might even be born for these roles. And there's even some old movies you can find where they say, I was born ready. I was born for this, or I was a born star, and all this other shit. They tease you with these ideas, but that's neither here nor there. I digress. The bottom line is that if I ever thought that what it was that I wanted to do inside this activism was going to be important, not only should I do it regardless of the outcome, the actual outcome and how I influence people, whether it's now or you won't see the influence until later on in history, who knows where the influence may go. It's always worth doing it because I'm not a fortune teller. I don't know what's going to happen when I do this, good or bad. You just go. For the sake of the good that it could do, you just go. So I don't give a fuck if I don't change the world with this shit. I do not care. If people cared if they were going to change the world or not, and they needed proof that they were going to change the world with what it was that they were going to do before they did it, nobody would do a goddamn thing. You wouldn't do shit if you needed proof that it was going to be a superstar endeavor to do something to change the world. If you needed proof first before you did it, nobody would do shit. You got to do it in the darkness of uncertainty. You don't know what the fuck is going to happen. So I don't give a fuck. 6 years ago, I got out here to tell y'all that talking shit to government does not make me a bad person. I'm huggable. Carrying this fucking gun does not make me a bad person. I'm huggable. Talking shit to government and carrying a fucking gun does not make me a bad person. I'm huggable. And if they ever say a fucking thing to me about the magical paper changing, just know that they threatened a guy that they fucking allowed, passively allowed, because they don't even really fucking like it. It worries them. Some of these cops don't like what I do, and I don't care. As long as they know enough not to fucking violate, I don't give a fuck. 6 fucking years proving to y'all. You scared of me, it don't matter, nothing happened. You scared all the time for nothing, nothing happened. Scared of me and the sign says hug an AR owner. Use the goofy. I don't gotta like you. All I gotta do is leave you alone, and I will leave you alone. But you scared for nothing, I'm huggable, fuck you. 6 fucking years, and it's undeniable. I want you to picture this logically. Listen to me and put it in your mind. Who won? The huggable guy to get all these hugs and they never hurt nobody, or the man that's fucking scared on sight when he sees me and he desperately wants a politician to tell me to stop doing what I'm doing? Who's wrong? Because somebody is wrong. Anybody who wants a government official to stop me from coming out here hugging people while I'm armed like this is fucking wrong. They're a danger to society. They're an enemy of the fucking people. And I don't gotta like them now. Especially if they give me a chance to say what I'm saying and they go, still don't like you. I still think a government agent should bring a gun to you to make you stop what you're doing. Because I don't give a fuck if you've been 6 years harming no one, getting hugs from people. I don't give a fuck if I can understand that the world needs a hug. That it's cliche as fucking look at you doing this cliche shit with the cliche AR-15 on you. Holy fuck. Right? Genius. Some people still not gonna like me and I don't give a fuck. Because they'll never be hurt by me and I won. Even when you don't like me, I won. It's too late. And what did I win, huh? There's a battle of ideas going on here. In 6 years, I fucking told you they're going to make a march, a serious reach for what it is that you hold in your hands if you're a gun owner. And what the fuck it is you got to say, even if you say all the legit shit. We have a right, natural right. I don't need it in no constitution. We got a right to say whoever we think the bully is, what these bully activities look like, and what is supposed to be done about the bully. We got a right to say that. We have a right to carry that fucking gun. I ain't never hurt nobody. I got a defense rifle. Anybody calls my shit an assault rifle, you're a fucking lame. I'm fucking tired of arguing with grown ass fucking people that can't fucking understand simple, basic shit. And this is why the violence comes into play with them. Because they get tired of talking to you. They make arrests. They put you on the fucking list and call you a domestic terrorist. They do all of these things. And they say, when we're tired of talking to you, we will just move in action and we don't give a fuck what happens after that because we're tired of talking to you. That's what they do when they do a warrant. When they serve a warrant, that's what they're doing. They said that the law has already spoken to you. If that didn't work, they will move to the violence. What I've been saying is the Constitution, they pretend to honor the Constitution, and this is where we get their, this is where they get their trust from. This oath of office and the Constitution that they're supposed to be supporting and living and possibly even dying by if they violate their oath of office. This is where they get their trust from. This is what they said. This is not what I said. I'm not threatening their lives. I'm asking if they did something that their own law society has categorized as a violation of their oath of office, and then what's supposed to happen after that. Look at their papers, not what it is that I say. That's all I've ever said all this time. Right? They're violating right in front of you. I told you they would do this. I told you they're not going to want people to say what it is that I'm saying, and they're not going to want me to have that fucking gun when I say it, and that they will have to attack both of these fucking things. They have to, and they will attack them both. And if they're not attacking it now, you can see these cops waving to me, and I can say what the fuck it is that I want, and ain't nobody came to me about nothing I said. Nobody came to me about nothing that I've said. You know why? Because there's nothing wrong with what it is that I said. And if they ever change the gun possession or what the fuck it is that I say, just know that I did not change what it is that I said. I'm saying the same thing that I've always said. They changed something, the magical paper. And then when their actions change, my action will change. Because I will go from huggable to combative if they do this. Because I don't know what the fuck else they expected or what you expected. Everybody involved is fucking dumb. And when the words don't work, then the guns come into play. And they're going to do that first. And then I will follow. Because I need that moral high ground that I never act first in no shit like that. I'll never do that. None of that makes any sense. I need the moral high ground. As a matter of fact, I got total confidence that that's all I need to be me. Oh, that's all I need. I don't need an illusion of authority. I don't need a badge. I don't need none of that shit for me to get my shit off. All I need to do is to be very clear on who it is that I am, and I've proven that for 6 years now. Just had the anniversary. I posted a video on October 24th, the anniversary of the demonstration, and it's fucking awesome. Y'all should go check that shit out. If you have not seen my videos or my YouTube shorts, because they're funny, and there's a lot of them, and they're good, and they're thought-provoking, go there. If you want me to try to save this country and possibly even the world with what it is that I'm doing, you're going to have to share the work. You're going to have to mean it when you say you rock with me. You're going to have to do something because we're all under attack. Now, let me get back to the point because I want to paint the picture so I can show you what the fuck is going on. This DOD Directive 524001, which magically mirrors my fucking zip code. It's got an extra 0 in it. Otherwise, it looks like my zip code where I'm at, right? The DOD, you know what it says? This shit says that the U.S. military can violate what is formerly called posse comitatus, meaning that you cannot use military force, equipment, personnel, or nothing against the American people. They've already violated that. They've already violated their oath to Constitution, their oath to the Constitution 1,000 fucking times. When they take military vehicles like these MRAPs and shit, and police departments buy them, sheriff departments buy these MRAPs, that's military equipment that they plan on using against nobody but the U.S. people, and nothing else. It's a violation of posse comitatus. Why the fuck am I weird for saying what it is that they deserve once we concluded that that's exactly what it is that just happened? They're supposed to get 10 years in prison minimum, possibly even put to death for violating their oath of office, the Constitution, posse comitatus, the Geneva Codes, international laws, all of this type of shit. This is their law society saying what it is that it takes for them to be put to death. Don't talk shit to me when I say I think all these motherfuckers deserve death. And it ain't nobody here to fucking enforce it but us. These are observations. If you don't like my observations, I'm going to think that you're dumb. I'm going to feel that your knee-jerk reaction to me making these observations is a sign of guilt. And then I'm not going to fucking listen to you, respect you, care for your fucking life, or none of that shit. Fuck all y'all. DOD Directive 524001 says the U.S. military can use force, violence, even if it severely injures your ass or kills you. None of it matters. You will die right there. If the military has to get on your American ass, if the U.S. military got to get on your American ass about you doing what? Protesting American policy. U.S. policy. That's it? Don't that sound like what the fuck it is that I'm doing? Is that what I'm doing? Huh? What? Is that what I'm doing? What they just say? U.S. military can get your ass. Didn't I tell you they was going to do this? I told you. And I told you when they do, you're going to watch them bring aggressive force, violence, coercion, military force, guns, violence, threats of death, and all that type of shit. To who? The guy that's been hugging people for fucking 6 years with a gun on him. The guy who has been doing what it is that the world needs more of, and that's hugs, right? Y'all don't even hug y'all mama as many times as I hug a stranger. Y'all don't hug y'all loved ones when y'all leave the house for work, for school, or none of that. I hug strangers with a big-ass gun on me, and the world needs more hugs. And I've been doing it with a gun on me while talking shit about government, because I don't mean no harm to nobody else. I only mean expected, sensible, legal, lawful reactions and responses to government officials violating their oath of office and that Constitution, and they're all guilty. Period. 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 U.S. Title 18, Section 241 and 242 says that they're all fucking guilty. Their shit says they're guilty. I didn't. I just made an observation, and I found it to be actually true. Every cop, judge, and lawyer is guilty of violating U.S. Title 18, Section 241 and 242. They're all guilty. You know what's a big sign that they're all guilty and that they know that they are and that they're trying to backtrack? You can take one out of many examples, and you can get 38 or more states to have to admit that all of the government officials in that state, even some of the ones that are retired, maybe, I don't know if you're supposed to go back and get them even if they're retired. I think they're still guilty of it. I don't think there's a statute of limitation or nothing you can do to avoid the trouble that you earn if you violate U.S. Title 18, Section 241 and 242, or if you violate that oath to the Constitution. I don't think there's nothing you can do to escape it. If you got retired military personnel, retired police officers in your family, or even if they're active, I'm sorry. There's an examination that needs to come into play, and it's not my fucking fault you agreed to it when you took that oath of office. Kiss my dick. I don't gotta like you. I don't gotta like you. It is what it is. We're abiding by the law, right? Right? That's what we do. We abide by the law. It's so important, so critical that we be law-abiding citizens, right? The law says that all of you motherfuckers are constitutional felons. Cannot have firearms. You can't have that gun, Mr. Officer. Take that shit off your hip, put that shit on the ground, and lay down, put your hands behind your back. I'll see you in court. I think you violated your oath of office, bro. All of you are guilty. The entire country is full of guilty criminal politicians, and it's not even an exaggeration. All you got to do is examine it. And now they said, if you're protesting U.S. government policy, if you're protesting, they didn't say if you're attacking people on policies. If you're using political differences to then victimize somebody, you can be attacked by the U.S. military. That's not what they said. They said if you are protesting, that is enough. And I told you they were going to do this. And I stood out here to be a martyr. The if they ever said that protesting against the government is illegal in this country when they called it free. Freedom of speech, freedom of press, right? I can say what I want. I can put it all over the fucking internet. I'm a journalist with a gun on them. I'm an armed philosopher. I say what the fuck I want. No one's going to touch me. I can tell you right now, this DOD directive better not send anybody to me on a street corner saying, hey man, I'm gonna need you to put that gun down. I bet you they don't. I bet you they bet not. I hope you kissed your wife and kids this morning. Did you give them the hug? You better have given them the hug. You better have given them the hug. Because I'm not going to play with you. I bet you I don't put no fucking gun down. I bet you I don't put shit down. I'm not disarming nothing. No, the fuck I'm not. No, I'm not. And I ain't need your permission either. Your permission and your law society helped me hide here. All it did is told you motherfuckers to leave me alone until the time is right. The Constitution didn't stop a tyrannical government from doing this. They just did this. Do you think they care about the Constitution? How many examples do we have of them trying to talk about these guns, the freedom of speech, and everything in between? How many times have they addressed that and we went, whoa now, that's unconstitutional? We've seen them do that. So in regards to this DOD directive, how do y'all think that measures up when we've already successfully told them to back down because something was unconstitutional before? We've already backed them down about this stuff. You can't allow this DOD directive to go unrecognized as being something that's obviously fucking unconstitutional and cannot fucking stand because we fucking shot down lesser. No pun intended. Oh, fuck that pun intended. We have shot down lesser overreach opportunities for them. The DOD directive is super strong. They've come to us with weaker shit that we went, get that the fuck out of here. That ain't finna fly. And we got them the fuck out of here about shit. There's lesser. When they do this powerful shit, you have to know right away that. Y'all thought that was gonna fly? No, it's not. That's easy. That's easy that this DOD directive is not gonna fly, right? It's not supposed to. I got out here for 6 years ago to tell y'all that I'm going to be huggable. I'm going to talk my shit. I'm going to call government out for that fucking bullshit that they're doing. That it is both sides. Every vote is a vote for government. And all they want to do is win. Because if they're guaranteed to win, because you won't revolt, then they say, then we can guarantee control them and we give them our people to fill in these positions that they think are being guided by their honest, unfettered vote. A true representation of the people. That's what they want you to, excuse me. That's what they want you to believe that you actually have. The fact of the matter is, you don't have that shit. I want y'all to fucking listen to me what it is that I'm saying. I'm talking on the corner with this man just this past weekend. Me and Javier Gabos did an open carry. Shout out to RPM Javier Gabos. Right? This man looked me in my eyes and said, there is no legitimate reason to revolt. He says there's nothing you can do that'll make you in the right to challenge the government no matter what it is that they do. There should be no challenging of no government in that way, no matter what they do, is what this man told me. I said, there's no such thing as a legit reason to revolt? He said, no. So I said, oh, so then we let them do what we want, if they, what they want. If they say, fuck the Constitution, we're going to run this shit like China, and you guys are going to obey because there's nothing you can do about it. What do we do then? He says, well, then we come together. I said, come together to do what? Say it. You fucking fuck. Say it. And shout out to that man because he gave me $20. The man that told me that I look silly being out here on the corner, me and cuz, because we're not going to change the fucking world with this shit. And that I should have faith in the government. And that Donald Trump is the best hope. What else this man say? That all of this shit is planned and the Bible said so. So let it ride. It's all going to fucking burn, so what? Let it go. I said, bruh, that Bible is a playbook. Look, and it's working. They got you to accept something as inevitable. That all of this shit is going to burn at a time when you should be standing up to prevent it from happening because it does not have to burn. Man. He said, nah, let it be what it's going to be. I said, no, stop them now. This needs to go no further. He said, no, let it go. Let them wreck this country, let it all fall, let it all burn. We do the third world conflict and all of that because this is when Jesus is going to come back and it has to happen like this. And it's looking like that's what's building up to do. What it's building up to do. We're going to rock with this. I like the way this looks because he wants to get to heaven. He told me that like 5, 6, 7, 8 times during the video. I'm going to edit this video and post it. Y'all going to love this shit. I respect the man for everything that he agreed with me about, and he reached into his pocket and gave me $20, and some of y'all ain't did that. I've been told that what it is that I want to do is going to be so hard to get respect and financial support from the rest of the country in that it's almost kind of hopeless. I've been hearing a lot of doom and gloom and a lot of pessimistic outlook to what it is that I'm doing. That is cool, but it ain't gonna never get nowhere. I'm never gonna get the funding that I need to spread just like fucking peanut butter across the fucking country so that it has the best opportunity to take hold and to for it to garner the healthy and natural response that I would expect for it to garner from all of these tough, strong, patriotic men. People say it ain't gonna work. Nobody's going to support me. Nobody's going to fucking notice me. The shadow banner is going to fucking win over anything any efforts that I put into spreading this shit. That it's a no-go. 2 men on the fucking corner. Very often it's just me. 2 men on the fucking corner trying to do what the fuck is this for? For show? What is this? Because this ain't going to do shit. This is what I've been hearing. I heard similar fucking thoughts from a man that gave me $20 fucking dollars. And he said it. Don't I look exactly like what the DOD director said not to do, or else they gonna shoot? And then it'd be your own fucking U.S. fucking happy U.S. government. Happy, mentally healthy, proud. All of y'all are alive. You all preserved yourself. Nah, man. They are more likely to fucking self-checkout than anybody else. Anybody who goes serves this U.S. military and the government, if you survive, you come back way more likely to off yourself, your family, strangers in public, and all that shit. You become way more likely to do that shit. Ain't that weird? How likely are you to do that if you rock with me? 0 chance that if you rock with me that you will also off yourself and or other people that ain't got nothing to do with your internal bullshit. You are very unlikely to do that if you rock with me. You rock with the U.S. government, you got a great chance of doing exactly that. The self-checkout rate in this fucking country, 65% of the gun deaths is people doing that. Self-checking out. What percentage of them motherfuckers that are self-checking out are either transformers, right? You don't know if you're on the he team or the she team. You don't know which one you're on, and you're trying to figure it out. Yeah, you're likely to yourself. Because whatever all of that is somehow comes along with this bonus package of a higher propensity and capabilities and willingness to yourself. You know what comes along with that government military service package deal? A greater likelihood that you're gonna to yourself. And that's if you leave your family alone. You might take your family with you. And there's a higher chance of you doing that if you rock with them, the transformer community, or the military service community. If you rock with either one of them, greater chance of you doing this to yourself. And if you rock with me, the best chance that you got right here is becoming diligently defensive and looking to hug somebody so you can tell them that it's going to be okay, man. It's going to be okay. That's what you get fucking with me. Fucking with them, you get uh, a free fucking show to the chaos. You don't want to be here, you might take somebody with you. That's what you get fucking with them. No one talk to me. I got the moral high ground. Everybody else that don't like me can kiss my dick. The U.S. government, fuck y'all. All y'all can kiss my dick. Whoever got their hand over the red button, I hope all y'all asses die, bro. Better you than everybody else to fall victim to the bullshit that you got going on. No one has to like you. I want everybody to be left alone. That's what I want. What does your government want? They want the opposite. And if you like them more than you like me, I think you're weird. And now I don't gotta like you. I don't gotta respect you or nothing. I won't protect you either. If you like the government, let them protect you. If you voting for Harris and you want her to take guns from people, if you're okay with her doing that part, you have to be. You have to be okay with all of them. Because if you're okay with her about another topic, but she says this gun shit to what she wants to do, and you say you will accept that, you will take that as a package deal because you really want her to do this other stuff, you're silly. You're a silly person. Because you just agreed to watch them fight people when you say that you don't want no fighting. If you jump on board with the Harris fucking bullshit, you are agreeing to sit back to watch to see how likely it's going to be now that gunfights happen all over this fucking country. With your U.S. military fighting the people here over something that you pretend to praise when you worship that Constitution, the founding forefathers, and then you light the sparklers, right? And you eat the hot dogs after you fire the grill up. With your nitrate, all in these fucking meat sickles, right? The hot dogs and the beer together creates a higher chance and probability of prostate cancer in men in this fucking country with the hot dogs and the beer at the fucking rigged sports games and the man. I'ma stay cool. I'll relax. I'll be cool. I'll chill out. I won't scream and yell and punch stuff and shit like that. I won't do that. I'll just tell y'all that there's a great chill washing over my body as we speak. I got the chills, goosebumps, all type of shit. Because I think that all of these tough guys out here in the world, you tough in the road rage, you tough about the sports, your sports team loses, you're ready to destroy shit. I tell you that the country's under fire. I don't see nobody. I don't see no anger. I don't see no camaraderie. I don't see nobody giving no hugs to the ones that understand you. I don't see no projections out into the universe to wish the world better, to wish that the bullies get what they deserve before it's too late and we all fall victim to their bully shit. I don't see nobody doing this stuff. That's why I don't believe y'all. All this passion these men got, I don't believe you passionate about nothing, bro. I think you're putting on a show because it's a placebo. If you pretend to be passionate about sports, your soul's urgent desire to be passionate about the right stuff, you get the placebo effect. Your soul feels the passion and then it goes, passion. And the whole time, all of the passion has come from a rigged sports game. And now your soul feels satisfied, but you really exerted a whole lot of energy, passion, financial energy, and all type of shit towards a rigged sports game when they give you the bread and circus to keep you from realizing that all of your fucking warrior spirit that you lose in gangs, in the street violence, all of your intellectual capabilities when you help them to develop weapons that are only going to be used to hurt people in their endeavors of conquest, very often offensively, with these preemptive strikes that they commonly do, not just our government, but many governments of the world. Why y'all let all of these contradictions rock right in front of you? I'll try to paint the picture for you in case you don't notice. And people will hear me. Like I tried to get this man on the corner to hear me a few days ago. Just this past Saturday. And this motherfucker told me that there is no legit reason to ever revolt. And when I told him, what if they do this? He said, then we got to come together. And I said, come together to do what? And he talked over me because he didn't want to say what the answer is. And then I realized this is the learning experience that I get. Then when I take your shit off of social media, because you could be speaking into an echo chamber, or you could be lost down an algorithm that's meant to just disrupt you with all of the things that they know is going to get your blood pressure high. And you think that the whole world is against you because of this, your interaction on social media. They do this back and forth. They make you feel like you have a fellowship in humanity, and then they make you feel like you're all alone. They do that both ways, back and forth, right? When you get out here and you do the footwork, then you realize this is where the true pain is. This man looked me in my eyes and said, no real reason for a revolt. And if they did that crazy shit that you're talking about, Trey, then we have to come together to do blank. Wouldn't say the word. He wouldn't say revolt. But I know that he had just contradictingly disagreed with me wholeheartedly, and then agreed with me that if government get tough, we supposed to revolt. Fuck them. Wait until you see the psychosis of this man go back and forth in this video when I post it. I don't gotta like y'all. I don't gotta like y'all. Thank you for the $20, bro. He showed more support in the midst of our disagreement than what people that support me do. People think that it's a fucking game, and I'm almost in tears right now thinking about it. That the pain that they have planned for us, we're going to eat that shit. We're going to eat that shit. You know why? Because everybody's out here trying to warn y'all, and nobody's going to fucking listen until it's too late. Then it's going to be too late. All I wanted y'all to do, and this man kept saying, what is it that you want people to do when you're out here? What is it that you're trying to tell me to do? What is it? What is it? This is what it is. Real simple. Find somebody to hug and stop fighting with everybody. Stop looking for somebody to fight. Look for somebody to fucking give a hug to, asshole. Number one. Number two, get a fucking gun and be a peaceful person. Number three, tell the bully that you're not going to let that gun go. You've already hugged everybody. You've already extended the hug, open arms, to offer the hug to anybody who will hug you back. What the fuck else do they want from you? If a bully shows up, you're going to smoke him. That's it. Now, if you carry your life like that and you want me to respect your political opinion, I'm going to assume you're going to get back out into the world looking for the truth, refuses to ever let go of your gun, looking for somebody to hug, and looking to call the bully out, because whoever the bully is supposed to lose. We're not supposed to let him win. We're not supposed to let them hide. And it's not going to matter what it is that they look like. If you're the bully, you're the bully, and I don't care. I don't care about your pseudo names, lieutenant, governor, officer, admiral, colonel. I don't give a fuck about none of these words, none of those pseudo names. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. How else do I got to explain it to you that I don't care? When y'all say that stuff, I almost laugh a little, because I know it's an attempt that you are, it's an attempt on my mind for you to try to coerce me or trick me into giving a uniform blanket level, fundamental level of respect, obedience, and compliance to a man who I don't know, who might be morally inferior to me. It might actually be planning on doing me harm in our interaction. And if he does choose to do that, right or wrong, I should become his subordinate and allow him to do whatever he's doing. And all I can do is pray that I survive the encounter so I can get my day in court, maybe. I won't do it. You have to be right or you're wrong. And if you're wrong, I'm not going to care about the pseudo names of lieutenant, officer, admiral, colonel. None of that means a goddamn fucking thing to me at all. It never did, and it never will. And you can't make it mean anything to me. I think you're funny. It's laughable when people assume that the automatic respect that I have to give to this man is there and I should do it, or else I'm wrong. No, I shouldn't. Look at California. California is full. California is full of police departments and sheriff departments who have been in thorough, ongoing investigations for their criminal actions inside of these police departments and sheriff departments. It is an undeniable, vibrant, loud, easy to find example of government abuse, of the illusion of authority, because it's being populated by mere human beings who bring to the table all of their personal baggage, childhood trauma, right? Prejudices, mental defects, and mental illnesses. They bring all of that with them. And I don't have to like it or trust it at all because the situation is too dire. It's too serious for me to let up even a little bit about any of it, and I won't. They're all mere human beings. They bleed like me and you. They can succumb to they can easily succumb to mental illnesses and breakdowns. We're all one tragedy away from fundamentally changing our entire outlook on life and the world. If you got children, then you know what I'm saying. Let something happen to one of your children today. I bet you change who you are. You're going to be a different person. You're the controlled, loving, self-controlled, loving, caring, smiling person who just want to get through their day because everything in your life is okay. If everything in your life went wrong, you're going to change who you are, at least a little bit, and it might even be positive. So, some people, especially a real man, you're going to go through a tragedy and it's going to build you into a better person if you do it the right way. That's what nature expects for you to do. I, for one, have been keeping a close eye out on government business in regards to the guns specifically because I know who they are enough to know that they have to get the guns and they have to curb what it is that we say to them and each other on some level. They have to curb that in order for them to get what it is that they already said that they wanted. They said they want something, right? A one world government. This is what it is that they said that they want. How are they going to get that if I have a gun and I get to say what I want? They're not going to be able to get that one world government if I have a gun and I get to say what it is that I want. They have to shut me up and take the gun. I know that already. Way before they start moving to do that, I know that they have to do that or else they will never get the goal that they said that they wanted. They already said that, right? They've been saying it for years. You don't need TikTok or conspiracy theory at all to know this. The Council on Foreign Relations, look it up and see when they were conceived. See when they formed the Council on Foreign Relations. Because Council on Foreign Relations, the name of this place is telling you that they got a global agenda to address global issues as a global community. Why the fuck I gotta explain this to grown-ass people that want their political opinions to be respected? I'm not going to respect you if you don't understand the Council on Foreign Relations, what the fuck it is, when they were conceived, and what their goal is. If you don't know that, don't talk to me about my gun, the length of my AR barrel, or the number of rounds in my magazine. You don't get to talk to me. Do you understand? You guys are not intelligent. The gun haters are not intelligent. You're not, because you don't know this other stuff. The fuck out of here. The Trilateral Commission, who is that? What is that? Do you know? Go look it up, research it. See when they were conceived. And see if they were conceived before TikTok. You didn't need TikTok to know this shit. Fuck TikTok. TikTok is doing real good at getting the attention of the people who would not have gotten their attentions captured by these things before. And I tip my hat to TikTok for that. I, for one, am not responding to a TikTok phase or fad to expose the real world to me. And now I'm awake. I've been doing this. Fuck a TikTok. I've been doing open carry demonstrations for 6 years. You know what information and how much confidence I have to have and what it is that I think that I see in the world, especially the U.S. government, especially them. But it's a world endeavor to rule the world. It's a global endeavor to rule the world. The U.S. is a big hand in that because we were that pivotal marker on the planet to go out and conquer everything. And when the last thing to conquer is the American people, it will turn in on itself. DOD Directive 524001, motherfucker. Yeah. U.S. military can now point their guns at U.S. citizens to curb protests against U.S. policy. Kiss my dick. Y'all dumb. Did I not get ahead of them or not? Am I not a genius for doing what it is that I'm doing or not? Just say it, bro. I don't need the ego. I need y'all to fucking follow in. Get a fucking gun and find somebody to hug so that you can prove to yourself and to whoever you're hugging and to anybody who can bear witness to it that you only wanted the gun, you only wanted to speak the truth and find the truth to stick up for yourself. You only wanted the bully to stop. You only wanted to hug your fellow man. These are all of the things that I want you to do. This is what I want you to do. Get a gun. Try to love everybody that you can love, and then anybody that won't let you love them, when you're extending arms for a hug, when you want to love people and find camaraderie and partnership in your fellow man, your fellow American, right? That's all you're looking for. So that anybody who says, fuck Trey, that nigga scared, you can say either you're ignorant or you're the enemy. I'll see you later. I'll see you later, probably, maybe. I don't know. Don't ever cross my path again with aggression. Then. I tried to hug you, fuck you then. Don't ever cross my path again with aggression. Don't do that, bro. This is what I want y'all to do, because then you're going to clear the air. Then you cut the grass, see where the snakes are at. Right? Then you lift the veil. Then you'll know who the bad guy is and who is not. Because if the U.S. government claiming to be defending the Constitution as their oath expected them to do, this is what the intentions are, right? If that same U.S. government behind all of that magical bullshit looks to me and say, Trey, stop saying that and give me that gun. Why? 6 years, I've already proven that the next 6 years will go just like this is you shut the fuck up and leave me the fuck alone. If they don't leave me alone, I'm going to open fire. And I don't have to fucking bow down either. I don't got to lay down for nothing. You think I'm going to lay down? No, sir. No, sir. Y'all crazy. Niggas tweaking. Don't tweak with me, bro. Don't tweak with me. I ain't going no fucking way and I ain't doing shit they got to say about nothing. I'm not doing shit they say. I don't have to listen to them after that. A violation of your oath to office completely relinquishes all of your official rights, responsibilities, duties, and all that. It all goes poof into the fucking air, you asshole. It goes away. You're a person. You are a person now. Talking shit. That's all you are now. Fucking assholes. Did I not pull their skirt up? I told you they was bitches. I told you they was some bitches trying to do this. I saw so much of it that it brought me to the point of coming out with my AR-15 bulletproof vest and the sign and all that. Imagine the buildup that it takes for a man who's just living his fucking life to go do all of that. Don't count me at 6 years. You got to count me at 12, 13 years plus that I've been doing this. Really? That I've been talking shit, that I've been saying government is crazy. I already see where they're going. I already see the finish line. We're not at the finish line yet, but I know where the finish line is. I'm going to go there and wait for them. I'll be at that finish line waiting for them, that I knew that they were going to do this. That's why I say hug an AR owner. Hug one right now. Be one. Hug somebody right now with your AR on you. And at the same time, tell government how fucking wrong they are. Do all of this right now. Because what you're going to see them supporting you, pretending to support you, stand within their constitutional bounds with their oath of office, because the magical paper has not set them loose on your ass yet. If they sign any magical paper that the same thing that you've been doing, arming yourself, calling government out for being fucking bogus and being wrong, right? Toting your gun, open or concealed carry. I openly carry the AR-15. Fuck is you talking about? When they see you doing all of this and they go, let Trey do his thing, that's legal. Let him talk his shit, that's legal. This is a free country, right? These are the conversations that are being had with government officials that see me, police officers, everybody. They all have to fall back, even when they don't like me, because of the same things that will be changed by the magical paper that will make them think that now they can attack me when I haven't changed at all. Do you understand what the fuck it is that I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Huh, you know what they're going to have to do to shut me up now, to stop me, to take my gun? They're going to have to kill me now. They just put something in on the magical paper. DLD directive 524001. It looks like my area code. Why? Not my area code, my zip code. It looks like my zip code. My zip code is 52401. The directive, the DOD directive number is 524001. That's crazy to me. It's fascinating to me, really. There's some people see me and not understand me too. There's some people see me and say, I can't wait for a government official to come tell him to stop doing that. These are the same people that say they hate the thought of gun violence. But then they welcome into gun violence so that a guy like me, the huggable guy, might one day see violence face to face, right here in front of me, upon me. There might be violence upon me one day. Somebody's okay with that. That's sad, bro. Even people that don't like guns should look at me and say, but don't hurt him. I don't like the gun thing, but I don't think he deserves to be hurt, though. We got to find another way to do this. At the very least, say that. At the very least, stay the fuck out of my way. Just get out of my way, bro. If you don't like me, that's fine. Just get out of my way. Because you liking me is not a prerequisite to my gun ownership or the success in my activism. How successful this will be. I don't need the gun haters to like me. So what? There's over 100 million gun owners in this fucking country. I can't get 100 million out of 100 million gun owners who in total own more guns than people in this country. There are more guns in this country than there are people, thanks to the 100 million plus gun owners in this country, right? We have more guns than people in this country. I'm not even sure if that counts the guns that have not been purchased. If you count the guns that have not yet been purchased, we probably got, shit, who knows, man, 8 times as many guns in this country as people, to be honest with you. I got to go look into that to see where the differentiating line is between guns owned and total number of guns in general, even the ones that have not yet been purchased. I don't know if the stat is that clear on what that means. I'm going to go figure it out because it'd be nice to know. But out of over 100 million gun owners in this country, I can't get 20,000 of them to give me $3 a month. I don't think that's impossible. If you bought a gun and you happy and you want the government to leave you fuck alone and you're not getting out here fighting no fight, you should see me and go, I'll give that man $3 a month to say all the shit I want to say. $3 a month, Trey. Just stay out there. Keep doing that shit and keep saying it, please. Hug somebody for me. Hug the pretty girl for me, bro. I can't find gun owners that'll be like, I'm about to buy a dope ass gun this month. I'll get this nigga $3 to be like, yeah. While I'm out here at this gun store about to make this awesome purchase on this dope ass gun, let me get this nigga $3 a month to tell the government for me on my behalf to shut the fuck up and leave me alone. I think that's possible. And that's the goal. And it wouldn't make me a quote unquote millionaire, but it'll make me very fucking comfortable. $3 a month from 20,000 gun owners, and that's if they own guns. There'll be people that'll support my shit that don't even got guns, or they cannot own them because they are technically a felon, which I bump into people like that all the time. They love and support what it is that I do, and they say that they can't own a gun because they're a felon. I bumped into a guy like that this weekend. 2 guys this weekend. They fellas and they love what I'm doing. $3 a month from 20,000 people. Let's say that they all own guns. Let's say that that's a prerequisite there. That nobody's going to support me unless they also own a gun. Let's consider that. Let's just minimize the scope of the support that I can get. Let's say I'm not going to get no support unless somebody already owns a gun. If 20,000 of those people gave me $3 a month, bro, that's $60,000 in a fucking month. That's insane. It wouldn't be $1 million a year, but it'd be close. If I was getting $60,000 a month, I would spend half of it on charity events, arming single mothers who are legally capable and ready to be armed, and then I would also train them for free. I would do shit like that. Traveling, getting the word out. I would do all of that. I would do all of that with $60,000 a month. But $3 a month from 20,000 gun owners and no one else, that shit don't seem impossible. What's 100 million of y'all? It's 100 million of y'all. 20,000 of y'all can't find my work and go, I'll give you $3 bro. Every first of the month, $3. Just go. Go that way and talk that shit. I do that, bro. You know how dope that will be? To buy an AR-15 and then train a single mother. Awesome. I think that'd be dope, man. I will be donating guns and training to single mothers or anybody really who wanted to do that. Because I don't need $60,000 a month to live. I was happy with my job. I was happy with my job, and I wasn't making. I was making between $5,000 and $8,000 a month with my employer when I had a job. I just lost my job, but when I was employed, I was making $5,000 to $8,000 a month, and I was happy. I was okay, man. I'm from the hood, bro. It don't take much to make me happy. I don't need to be fucking rich. I don't need all of that crazy shit. If I was making about my take home was about that much. If I could survive on $6,000-$7,000 a month and be happy where I'm at, if I made $60,000 a month, I would feel so obligated by the universe to take the opportunity to do something so awesome as being like, here's a gun for you, here's a gun for you, here's a gun for you, training, let's go. I would do that shit, bro. That'd be fun, man. I would feel so much like a superhero to be training and giving free guns to people who just want to be left alone. They want to be protected. They don't want to wait for somebody else to protect them. They want to do it themselves. I would feel like a superhero, bro. I would love this, man. I would feel so amazing. And I wouldn't have to put $60,000 a month into my fucking pocket. Into my own pocket? Hell no. If I earn $3 a month from 20,000 gun owners only for me to do my activism, do the open carries, do the videos, do the journalism, do some on the street interviews, constantly examining police departments and news outlets for their bullshit, exposing them in videos for their bullshit. I've done both of these things in my latest videos. Y'all should go check that out. Y'all should go check these videos out, bro. If y'all want me to be constantly doing that, the goal is 20,000 faithful followers. I don't need 1.5 million YouTube subs. I don't need all of that. Give me 20,000 of y'all that are willing to give me $3 a month and I'm off, bro. Over the fucking moon with the activism. Gone, man, like a superhero. Through the clouds, bro. That's where I will go. And I will legit be like, if I put $30,000 into my living, into my family and shit, look how much more money that is than what I was earning happily in my fucking job. Working for somebody else's dream, I was happy. Giving them 40 hours a week, stealing my soul's journey in this fucking place, which I liked. I liked the place. But it was to build somebody else's dream, right? And I was still okay with it, right? For on average, maybe 7,000 take home. That was about the average. December with the end of the year bonus and Christmas bonus and shit. December was always, bro, they deposited so much money into my account in December's in my job that I always felt extra good. The shit felt like Christmas again, like a child. Christmas felt like childhood, right? From my job. But if I was happy with that, if I could put 30 a month into my living, right? My standard of living, if I could put 30 a month into that, which is way more than what I was getting in my job. Consider this, I'll be doing what the fuck it is that I love, that the universe has been calling me to do my whole life. They called me Pew Pew when I was a child. They called me Pew Pew. The universe has been talking to me my whole life. I would take an action figure and bend it at the waist and point it like a gun. I wasn't playing He-Man, bro. He-Man had to bang, bang, bang. This is what I was doing with action figures, G.I. Joes and shit. If I didn't have a toy gun to play with, right? The universe been talking to me. I will happily say 30 bands, me and my family gonna live. The other 30, I bet you I find a way to give it away. I bet you I try and give it away. I bet you I do. I will arm the nation. You know how good I will feel if I was taken care of like that through my activism, and then I said, and now I get to do what I feel like I've been practicing doing. I got more guns than windows in my house. And I've always told myself, these are my favorites. These I will give away. I'm always buying guns, being like, I give this one to the neighbor, I give this one to so-and-so, I give this one to somebody. I've already been practicing doing what it is that I feel like the universe is calling me to do. To arm the country. It shouldn't be that hard for me to get 20,000 people to give me $3 a month. If you bought a gun and you proud of that shit and you took that shit seriously, you would look at me and go, talk that shit, bro. $3 in a month, that's too easy, bro. That's too easy. That's too easy. I'll give you $3 a month. A guy that felt like I was being kind of overzealous in my endeavors, and that I kind of looked like I was out here playing, and he didn't even know what my fucking point was, and he disagreed with half the shit I said, gave me $20 out of his fucking pocket. The man bought damn near 7 months of my fucking Patreon when he disagreed with me. He passed me one time in his fucking life. This was it. This was the encounter between me and him. He disagreed with me so much that I felt uncomfortable. He was also standing that close to me while he was talking to me about how silly I looked and how this was for nothing, or he didn't understand what the fuck the point was that I was doing. He was standing too close to me. He made me uncomfortable, actually. Gave me $20. If you bought a gun and you see that the government is playing and you want the government to leave you the fuck alone, I'm not worth $3. Man, come on, man. I'm not even going to fucking play this out in my life like that's impossible. I'm going to play it out like I know that's possible. I think the universe is telling me to go do it because there it is. Yeah, speaking more to the title in my video, you're right. I do need to do that more. And I do try to do that. And that's why I like my edited videos. Man, shout out to Gematria Effect News 25. He in the chat right now, Zachary K. Hubbard. The man is a savant with the numbers. Go check his YouTube channel out, and you have to subscribe, I'm telling you. Give yourself a chance and an opportunity to choose for yourself how you feel about Gematria and the work being done over there at Gematria Effect News 25. I'm telling you. You're right, Zach. And I do that. The edited videos do exactly that. That's what I like about my edited videos. I do believe that what it is that I'm speaking on is giving people, maybe I'll speak over people's heads so much, but what I'm trying to do is paint the picture to let you know that the conclusion that I come to and the conclusion that I'm looking for you, that I'm expecting for you to find, is so undeniable that you find it everywhere, even in the nuances inside of things that you think are not related, but they are. Where you find the truth is in giving an honest observation and examination of what it is that you are dealing with exactly. You want to know if you can trust the government or not? Realize that both sides are expressing some concerns in the legitimacy inside of a fair election. When both sides say that, you know the truth is in the fact that you cannot trust them, period. That's what I mean. Let me hit y'all with another point in where it is that you find the truth. You find the truth in the fact that I've been doing this activism for all of this time, letting you know that what I say can't make me a bad person, because I intend to hug and love everybody that wants to hug and to love. It's obvious and it's true and it's evident. And I can't argue anymore about the legitimacy inside of that, because it's evident. I'm telling you, that's where it is. When they do something like this recent thing, like the DOD Directive 524-001, when they do things like that, it solidifies what it is that I got out here to do. I told you that they're going to tell people to shut up and give that gun up by doing nothing but exercising your First Amendment right to free speech. That will be enough for them to say that they see you as a criminal, as worthy of all of the pain and suffering that you will find inside of their interaction and engagement with you for doing nothing but exercising your Second and First Amendment rights. When they do this, you know you have a problem on your hands. They plan on doing this. You'd be best to get ahead of it like I did. And when they do, you have to smile and tell them no, because you already saw them coming. You were already at the finish line waiting for their asses. That's the point. That's the point. That's the point. And I'm not going to be able to get the point out there if people fake support, fake understand, halfway taking this shit seriously, and you allow for this thing to play out, for the script to play out right in front of you, as if I didn't already tell you the heads up, man. They gonna do this. You'll be able to see them. When they do, get ahead of them. Watch them do this. They gonna do that shit. And now look at them. Trying to tell the U.S. military that they have a right to stop anybody at all on U.S. soil with deadly force for doing what, man? For doing what, man? Crazy. Crazy to me. I think that's crazy. I think y'all crazy for letting them do this. Rare Fruit said contract voided. You goddamn right. There was a contract for us to keep the peace and not go attack their asses as long as they abide. They want to abide by their own oath of office in that constitution. Contract broken. They asses could all die today. I don't give a fuck. I wouldn't care at all. Give a fuck about no government official going nowhere to try to enforce no government policies. Rich 101. What you out here talking about, Rich 101? Get the fuck out of here if somebody got to remove you. You bugging. Hopefully you won't remove by mistake. If you meant no harm, reiterate, reword what it is that you got to say, or else somebody gonna think you out here trying to harm the message, bro. Horse Mike 33. Yo, the content is cool. I'm telling you, what y'all getting is watered down. What y'all is getting is watered down, very often, tangential, indirect. Y'all don't even know, bro. When I focus in, the videos look like the edited videos, man. Right to the fucking point. Nothing else being spoke on. Undeniable. You can't deny KCRG tried to play a game with me while I'm right here in Cedar Rapids trying to get ahead of them. And look how far ahead of them I got. Right here in my own town, I started doing this. And right here in my own town, I watched them try to act like I wasn't here so that they could play a head game on the public about gun ownership. I got right ahead of them, bro. Zach says your edited videos are very good. Your titles are something you can work on. The same is true for something else too. It kind of cut it off. Titles are key. I could work on the titles. Zach, what do you think about the edited video I did about KCRG? The video clearly says gun rights activists. I try not to put my name in it so that the gun rights and activists, I want those words together to kind of trigger a whole new branch of my audience that is there that have not found my work. KCRG News. I hope that is a key word that kind of gets people in the area, the metropolitan area. KCRG as a news station spans all the way from, Des Moines, Illinois, Des Moines, Iowa, which is the capital of Des Moines, which is like 2.5 hours from me. KCRG as a news station goes all the way there, all the way here to Cedar Rapids, and in Dubuque, where we also do open carry demos, and the metropolitan area around Cedar Rapids, of course. It covers a wide area, right? So when I put KCRG in the title, I'm hoping that that also helps. Constitutional carry is also in the title. I hope that that helps on a national level, that is recognized in the title, that it draws the title of the video into the algorithm to capture all of that. If any of that sounds right, Zach, let me know. If you can think of anything else I can title that video, give me some examples. If you want to retitle some of my videos, you can send me some examples, and if I like them better, I will replace them. Zach, I noticed that some of your the videos, the titles to your videos, sometimes they all look the same or very similar because there's a certain thing that you put inside of all of your titles, and I don't know if that's key or not. I'm just not cool on the title thing because I've never been guided on, how to do that. So maybe I need to do that more. The best thing you could do, Zach, is retitle one of my videos specifically and then break down what you went through in the process to do that. And then I'll do that and I'll rewatch my video to see why what it is that I came up with doesn't work, but yours does. And if I see something click, bro, I'm going to change the way I do that. But when I do my videos, my open carries and shit like that, I think I've already stopped doing my open carries in my live streams because the sight of the firearm in the live streams could end the live stream and fuck my channel up. So I think I'm done doing open carries in the live streams in general, just in general. So that helps. And then after that, the videos will be finely tuned and edited so that there's a linear story and lightly related issues might be thrown into that. But then I will do that. Other than that, these videos and rants, I don't care where they go. Because I'm tangential and I know it. I try not to even fight it really too much. And those I don't care about. Those can go wherever they're going to go. Title, all of that doesn't bother me at all. The edited videos, the Patreon material that I'm going to be posting, the Rumble shit, those will be tightly knit in the way that you're suggesting. That's something that I know that I see, that my mind tends to go on. And that'll be exactly where you would expect it to be, Zach. Don't worry about that. Where you might want that to be, that it'll be there. I still need to watch that when I check it out. Next time I leave a comment. But yes, using the local news is a good idea. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. Here's a question that I don't know about YouTube that maybe somebody can answer for me. If I put hashtags inside the description, does that help draw attention to that if people search the hashtag as searching a hashtag? Does that help? That the hashtag is inside the description? Or does it need to be into the title for that to have any effect? I don't know. Speaking of that, I'm about to end this live stream soon, and I'm going to get back to some editing. I got some editing to do this morning. And I'm going to do that, and the video is going to be fucking dope. I got material to edit some shit. I got so much material, I can pull shit from the vault and get open carries that I recorded directly to my phone that I never posted from 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And they're fucking golden, as usual. Timeless. Timeless shit. I've Open Up says, I've seen some videos using description hashtags. It probably helps with keyword searches. Thank you. So I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start hashtagging the fuck out of shit inside of my descriptions too. Names of guns and everything. Specific names of guns. That way if somebody says, ooh, I want to look for videos for the Glock 43X. And then they click that, maybe they'll find my video and realize that Glock 43X, cool, whatever. Fuck all that. Do you mean that gun ownership? Do you know that the government thinks that you're an enemy combatant for that gun? Do you know that? That they don't want you to have that shit? Get serious about your gun ownership. Buying a fancy fucking gun does not make you a gunner, bruh. If you will give that gun up and you think government is your key to freedom and safety and that they are trustworthy and that I need to vote because that's the best thing we can do and that Trump is going to save this shit, if that's how you think, then fuck your Glock 19. Fuck your Glock 43X. Fuck your AR-15. You sound crazy. You're not a real gun owner, bro, if you think the government is the protection you need and you don't really need to protect yourself and that the gun is for hunting or plinking because you want to have fun. So I'm going to start using them hashtags, man. But I'm going to get out here word of mouth for sure. I'm going to start getting out here in the public and doing it the old-fashioned way, handing out cards and shit like that. I'll probably do a lot of shit like that in the winter when I can't do the open carry demos, when I do these public interviews and get into malls and other public spaces to ask people very critical, powerful, thought-provoking questions about gun ownership or government business. That's what we're going to do. We're going to turn up. Ain't nowhere in hell that it's impossible, that I can't do this shit, can't nobody do it, it can't be done. That 20,000 out of 100 million plus gun owners will ever see value enough in my work to give me $3 a month. Yeah, the fuck they will. Yeah, they will. That shit out there, bro. It's out there. I know it is. It makes no sense to assume that that's impossible or that it's unlikely or that I need not even try. It's just untrue. I got a built-in audience. You bought a gun with a smile on your face. You might like me. I don't think you're going to tell me to shut the fuck up when I'm sticking up for you. That's where the truth is at. The raw, bottom line truth. Are you going to give the government your gun when they ask you to give that gun up? Do you know what that means? And have they violated their oath of office to totally disqualify themselves for being your fucking boss over any goddamn thing, especially over your fucking gun ownership at a time like this when the border fucked up, all this type of crazy ass shit is going on. I talked to a Nigerian guy just this past Saturday who wanted my YouTube handle, wanted to know where I was streaming to because he thought what I was saying was interesting. He from Nigeria. I asked him. I said, "Oh, you a real nigga? I'm an American nigga. You a real nigga, bro? Me and you not the same. You the African American, because at least you had some involvement in both places. I have not. Never been over there. Probably won't ever go over there. Right? I'm an American black guy. Right? He the African American." And I shook hands with this Nigerian dude. He wanted my YouTube handle. Then I gave it to him. I asked him, "How long you been in the country, bro?" Because his accent was super thick, right? He said he been in this country about 5 or 6 weeks. He said he just got here. Lots of people just got here. Now, I'm not saying that I agree with drawing borders and lines of separation between us and other human beings, because the planet belongs to the human beings, bruh. Nobody should really own this shit in the way that they own it, but it's too late for that. We are stuck inside of a game. And inside this game, certain things look like something. This is where the truth is. Be honest with what it is that you're looking at and what I'm talking about and what you're talking about. I thought we were talking about the same shit, right? Motherfucker. The world should be free, but it's not. So you have to know that it's not. You can't go on to what it should be. You have to go on what it actually is. Get out of your feelings. This is not a place for feelings. Honest observation. Here we go. The world should belong to the people, but it doesn't. We are trapped inside of a game. Yes, the fuck we are. So because of that, you got to recognize the world for what the game is recognizing as the world. The world is being described by this game. Inside this game, this country is the United States of America as a corporation. This is America as a country. You are an American. You are a human being. You are an individual. Inside of the game, you are a citizen. You are a voter, right? Registered voter. Look at you, proud as shit. Fuck out of here, right? Inside the game, this place needs to be conquered by outside influence, because they cannot expect for the U.S. military in and of itself to turn inward on its own people to achieve the goal of subduing America, to make us part of the one world government that they already said that they wanted. They already said they wanted this, a one world government. If they already said it, you got to look for the things that they're going to need to do to achieve that. They got to shut you up and take that gun. So when they tell you to shut up, so, oh no, the fuck I won't. When they say they want to take the gun, so no, I will not give this gun up. Not to you, not to nobody, not for nothing. Good luck. That's what you need to do, right? When you know that that's what needs to be done, in order for you to maintain all of this American pride, all your patriotism, you have to know enough to know when it is that they're trying to pull the rug out from under you so that they can achieve that. One of the things that they would have to do is to get United Nations or some other outside force to do it, because we will not do it to ourselves. No, we won't. I don't think we would do that. I've said this in old live streams and old videos. You had to go back 3-4 years to hear me say this, probably 2-3 years. Why would they expect for a U.S. military soldier to stand by and listen to orders being given to another branch of U.S. military soldiers for them to go attack, subdue, and capture a state in America where his kids go to college at? His brother-in-law lives there. His nieces and nephews live there. You just told my guys to go do what, to where? He's not going to sit back and let them do that. They're going to need an outside force. We've seen it over and over again in history that a language barrier and a disconnect between what it is that we consider human rights will be the best thing to do in a country like America. Because when they say, we want to fuck y'all up about that Second Amendment, they're going to need soldiers who don't understand that Second Amendment, who have no stake in it anyway. It'd be easier for them to do it like that than to expect for us to do it to ourselves. And if they expect for us to do it to ourselves, we can expect the fight to happen internally first. That U.S. military soldiers and the U.S. Army will get orders that they will have to deny and then fight right inside their own factions. And then we'll see them fighting each other first, and we'll know something went wrong. Because the military soldier was giving orders that he believed were so fucking detrimental to his oath and to his honor that it caused a conflict. A conflict that could be undeniable, that would be seen by everybody. If they didn't want it to happen like that, they would have to get foreigners in here, the United Nations or something. Now look at them. The United Nations, right, probably want to unite the nations. Do I got to say this to you grown motherfuckers? The truth and where you will find it is an honest observation. Say what it is that the fuck we dealing with so you know where the truth is. United Nations cannot be trusted to preserve American values. Do you understand? Do you understand? You get it now? Okay then, don't talk shit to me. Don't act like you don't understand. This is where the truth is at. Honest observation. You can't say their name without telling yourself the truth. Fucking weirdos. Y'all strange to me. I don't gotta like y'all now either. The fuck? You still want to fight with me, argue with me? I'm wrong? No, I'm not. You don't get it, then get away from me. I don't gotta listen to you or like you or nothing. United Nations. Now these countries involved in the United Nations, what is it that they think about the goals of the United Nations and how they feel about American policy? You know they don't like American policy because they're not trying to make their country like this. So expect for them to disagree with it. Expect for them to possibly want to do their part in changing it for the greater good of the United Nations, Council on Foreign Relations, Trilateral Commission, the World Economic Forum, the World Health Organization. They keep on telling you these global ideas. And you know that they cannot get this if they leave America alone. They can't leave us alone. They got to fuck with us. They're going to fuck with us about these things in particularly. I mean particularly. Very specifically. The very topics that their title implies will be the things that they will attack us, America, on. And then you see them doing it. Do I need to tell you where to find the truth or can you find it yourself? Figure it out. Name these people and describe their jobs and then you will know that where the problem is. It's that simple. RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch. Wu Bang, get a fucking gun today. Get a gun today and then pay attention. Once you start paying attention, tell yourself that you will not relent. All you will do, all they can really ask of you is for you to refuse and refrain from harming innocent people that have done nothing to you. That makes sense. That's a law or a command or a directive that I can follow because that makes sense morally. I'm looking for the moral high ground so that at the end of this, we can call the bad guy and be sure of it. We can call the good guy and be fucking sure of it. Anything less than honest observation is not going to lead you to anything that you can call truth. You're just going to be in your feelings. You're going to be susceptible to threat, coercion, manipulation, the political manipulation, right? You're going to be susceptible to all of that if you want to rely on anything less than honest observation and trying to address your own position and where you need to be. Be honest about the world. You know the world is fucked up. Do you think government is going to fix it? Yes or no? The world is fucked up. We know that. Stop the bullshit. We don't need a conspiracy theory to even understand that. You just know it because you know that it's true, and that much we can agree on. Do you think government is going to fix it? Yes or no? If you can say yes, then I want to hear an explanation. If you can say no, then stop voting. Because your vote looks like you love the person that you voted for. You can't mark, I'm doing this out of a lack of an option because I feel like I have to pick between the lesser of two evils. If that's what you're doing, your vote won't reflect that. They don't know that that's what you mean. They don't care either. Your vote looks like love. That's an honest observation. Your vote will look like love to whoever you pick, even if you're picking lesser of two evils. Say that to yourself when you're voting if you're going to vote. And then stop ignoring the fact that that's actually true in the way that I described it. And I think y'all are a bit off your square to either not notice that or they're not respecting when I pointed out to you. I don't know about that find the Lord shit. Because if you find the Lord, if you find the Lord through the Bible, you know what the Bible's going to tell you? That all of this is going according to the plan that it has to happen. The Bible will make you docile and acceptable of shit that I'm telling you to not accept it as an inevitability, because it's not inevitable that this country falls and burns and everyone dies and falls victim to a one world government with a one world ruler. That I think they're going to call him Jesus so that you accept it. If there's a one world ruler after they do all of this, wouldn't it be better if they called him Jesus, the second coming of Jesus, so that you refrain from fighting him? Doesn't it sound like it would work even if they were lying? Got you, got you, got you. Now admit it. Now admit it. That if they lied to you in this way, it will be a lie that will work on you. That they subdued this country and the rest of the world without the fight that they deserve, because you said it was inevitable and it was God's plans. And when the ruler steps forward to say that the world is going into such chaos, it's going to take a God to fix this. And here I am, Jesus, the second return, allow me to rule you. Do not challenge me. Get the fuck out of my way. And you will let him do it if he calls himself that. There's an avenue that they can take all of this, that they can expect compliance from you if they call him Jesus. Does that sound like it will make sense and that it will work on you even if it was a lie? It will work even if it was a lie, wouldn't it? I'm telling you they're going to lie like that and get you to accept it so that you don't fight them when you should have. Got you. I got you. Jesus is going to cast into the lake of fire all of the demons. Why is he waiting? Why is he waiting? I wouldn't wait. Give me the God power. I'll make that shit stop today. Today. I'm not waiting. A God that will wait is waiting for a beneficial vantage point that he can take. You know why he won't do it right now? Because it's not enough right now. Because right now you could argue later on with your gun in your hand and your free speech and shit that the violence still ensued after God took control. So where is this fucking God? This is why God won't fight the devil in the Bible. Because there will be no way to explain why the evil ensues. Because it's inevitable. Because it's built into the fabric of fucking nature and no one's going to stop it. That's why. That's why God won't fight the devil in the Bible. And he's waiting. What God will wait to save the innocent? Very, very soon they've been saying that since the boy left. Jesus left and said he was coming back in the lifetime of the people that was here. So it will be no doubt to whoever bear witness to his miracles, they will watch it all unfold in full disclosure right in front of those same people. That's what he said. Shut up. Now shut up. Now be quiet. You lying. You lying. Or they lied to you and you're repeating a lie. Maybe you believe it. I won't hate on you for believing it, but I'm telling you, you got lied to. You drank the Kool-Aid, you fell for it. Another person who will take themselves out of the fucking fight. Chosen ones, you have taken yourself out of the fight. You won't fight them when you should. You're your own hero. Now you won't stop them. You will let it unfold, thinking that at the end of this, you're going to be saved by somebody. They're going to give you the savior. They're going to crash this whole fucking place in a one world government and tell you that the person that stood up to rule that shit was Jesus. They're going to play the bad guys. They're going to act like they got defeated by the one that stands up, but that's their mans. They're going to act like they got defeated and that good prevailed. And y'all going to think that good prevailed. And then you won't fight this guy because he's going to say that he is Jesus' second coming, here to rule the planet. And you won't fight him, and that's they mans, and then they going to win. And the world might actually get a little peaceful for a while. It might. Because y'all going to be scared. Because y'all just survived a world event of a mass extinction, damn near. Whoever survives that's going to be scared. You're going to love to see our hero stand up. When he calls himself Jesus, you're going to say, I knew it, I knew it. You're going to feel so at home. You're going to feel so at home. And you're going to follow suit. You're going to do what he says. And that's their whole game plan in a nutshell of what they need to do to subdue the world and enslave you all. And right now we got a chance because they have not succeeded yet. But they dancing 10 yards from the end zone because they know they finna score on y'all bitch asses. Because everybody thinks that it's inevitable that it happens this way. It's supposed to. Because this is the gateway for your Jesus to step forth and rule the world as king of the earth, and then you will be happy, you will be saved. This is what you think, and the Bible had became a playbook to them, that if they play it out in this way, they can get a lot of you to stand out of the way, to accept it, to go along with, and maybe even help. And now they gave your ass a Bible and a flag and a gun. And here you go. God blessing America all over the planet Earth with violence. RPM trade Vietnam in this bitch. Y'all know what to do. You can do it or not, but the world is kind of dangerous. And you already know that. If you woke up today and you chose to remain unarmed, you have made your choice, man. And that's your fault. Shame on you, bro. Shame on you for that. Let me shout out the chats real quick, because I appreciate anybody who tapped into this, and anybody who respect what it is that I'm saying, that you can understand. I love y'all, man. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. If you rock with me, that's all it takes for me to mean it when I say it, that I want the world, and whatever the world is about to do to us, whatever they're trying to do, I want you to survive it, and I want them to leave you the fuck alone, man. I want the bad guy to leave you alone. Rare fruit, I want the world to leave you the fuck alone, man, so you can just live your life, man. God is the creator, not the babysitter or controller. He is the creator. I do believe there is a God. This shit didn't come from nowhere. Consciousness could not have come from a rock. Consciousness is not going to come from a rock, but nothing rises higher than the source. So that means there must be a constant source to the consciousness. Nothing else makes sense to me. If it can't make sense, I won't rock with it. That's why I believe in a God, because this consciousness will not have come from a rock, period. Nobody can argue that. Anybody who says there is no God, I think you're a weirdo. You're a weirdo. And I know there's some scientific properties about reality that you don't even understand. So now I can call you stupid too, because you can only make that choice if you are void of the information that would have led you to a better fucking conclusion than that. I ain't saying it ain't no God. I don't think it's the God of the Bible. I think the Bible thing is there to say they will inevitably soul search and come looking for answers. When they do, give them this. When you give them this, they will hypnotically walk right through the plan that we have to enslave them while they are here, and we will play God upon the earth with their minds, hearts, and souls, and we can get them to follow this, and they will come here because they will all inevitably and naturally do the soul searching, and they will go looking for answers about their souls. And here we are. That's what I think happened. The God thing is real. They are going to deceive you. Geographically tailored hypnosis to the fact that they know the human mind and the human spirit enough to know you're going to go looking for answers, and they will give you the fucking deception. That's what I mean. What up, Rick James? Rare fruit. Rare fruit. I love you, bro. God didn't write them books. I think the pure essence of what a God really is will live through man enough that when they do their soul searching, some truth is going to come out of them for this. That's why the Bible seems to be true. I think there's some historical shit in the Bible that's absolutely true. I think a lack of paying attention to the Bible is the reason why we are where we are today. I give the Bible all of the power that I can give it, and when it starts fucking with us, I point that shit out too. Because if it's bittersweet, then so be it, but I'm going to call it like I see it. Honest observation. And if you can't do that, I can't rock with you. Rare fruit, you know what's up. I rock with you, bro. I want the world to leave you alone. Rick James, I love you, man. I want the world to leave you the fuck alone, man, so that you can just live your fucking life. Whoever fucking with you, fuck them. Satan's reign is gone from this world during his coming. During Jesus' coming, that's what they're going to call it, so that it fits the narrative, so that you leave him alone when Jesus shows up to rule the world. But no, though, that's not going to be your Jesus, bro. That's not him. That's somebody else. Satan was supposed to rule the world. What God creates a fucking prison like this where the Satan was supposed to be banished to, and then he builds a fucking daycare on it? If I build a daycare in the yard of a maximum security prison, you would call me a fucking psycho. Especially if I told you that's the dopest place in the universe right there. You go, no, the fuck it ain't. It's surrounded by chaos. That's impossible. You got to consider the whole story. You bring your zoom out and you see where you really are, then you go, no such thing as a fucking perfect place in the universe. Law of fucking thermodynamics will tell you that everything is fucking dying. That's not perfection. It's all something else. This idea of this anthropomorphic image of a God, I think is crazy. The God is the consciousness. What I think a lot of people are dealing with is a highly technological, scientifically inclined past and human interaction, maybe with something that we would call alien, possibly, that has some influence on Earth, and y'all are calling them the God. But that's not the God that created the consciousness. That's a God that has genetically manipulated mankind, to which maybe we owe some thanks to, because who will we be without their genetic tampering? I think that's what's going on. Who created your God, though? Who created the fabric of reality? Something different, something that has no name. It is the consciousness, the all, bro. I call it the all. That's what it is. I know I saw other motherfuckers in here. Carl, what up, Carl? The legend. 97 was last twice I voted. Both parties got the vote too, but in government. Yeah. Do I have two channels? I do get another channel. My other channel is RPM TV. The TV is meant to look like TV, but of course that stands for Trade Vietnam. And I want to do reaction videos to news shootings, news reports about shootings, little shit like that. Once you get personal, I want to do reaction videos to shit like that and other YouTubers' channels, so I can show you how much a bunch of pussies some of these other YouTube gunners are. Gun tubers or whatever they want to call themselves. I want to show you how much a bunch of pussies they really are. So I want to do reaction videos on that channel, on my YouTube channel, and that one will be safe. I can probably get that one monetized. So let's look forward to monetizing that other channel. I'm gonna keep it PC. I might even bleep out all of the curse words if I can manage to control my speech a little bit. I'll try and control my speech and try not to curse. I'll be on the lookout for the times that it slips. I'll bleep those out. I want that YouTube channel to be swear word free, monetized by YouTube and anybody who want to fund that shit. And I just want to do reaction videos or light work and teasers about my other work on that channel. RPM TV too. Go over there and sub to that one too. Who else in this bitch? Shout out to Gematria Effect News 25 and Gematria Effect Sports. Go check that out. Open up, what up? I don't think you still in here no more, but shout out to you, man. I want you to know that I want the world to leave you the fuck alone. That's all I want. You a good dude. I just want people to leave you alone then, bro. So you can live your life. We all got soul searching to do. My entire soul's journey is being hijacked by a bunch of manipulating games thrown on to me by the birth certificate in the U.S. government wants y'all build me into fucking contracts, and I just got here. I'm already in a contract. You're born into a contract. That's the slavery you were born into. The sin you were born into that Bible's trying to tell you about is government control and religious manipulation. That's what it is. Then you got the school system, right? Given to you by the Rockefeller Foundation and family and all that shit. Whatever the fuck, right? They wanted a nation of workers, not a nation of intellectual free thinkers. That's not what they wanted, and they made sure that they did not get that, because all y'all are a bunch of dumb, hypnotized goofies, right? It worked. Because if I say fuck the Minnesota Vikings, I bet you I can find somebody that'll put hands on me for saying that. I don't gotta like y'all. Who else tapped in and actually gave a comment? Michael, Nunya, Texas on the back 20. My usual suspects, man. Peace and love, y'all. Man, I'm about to go in here and get this editing going, man, and try and relax, calm myself down. I got an afternoon workout that I'm going to do. I've been trying to work out because I'm about to try to get buff. I'm going to take this opportunity and time right now to focus on all the things I don't like about myself mentally and physically, and then work hard to change those things. And I want to look how I feel, how I talk, and how I act. And I'm going to be buff as fuck in 6 to 8 months. I'm going to look so different, it's crazy. My grades are popping in. I'm losing my hair and all that type of shit. I'm about to transform, bro. Now's the time. Your life is your life. You are not your body. You are something else. You are on a soul's journey, and it's being hijacked completely to the degree that you have forgotten who you are. You don't know who you are at all, where you're going, who the bad guy is, because you love the motherfuckers that have captured you. You love them. Stockholm syndrome is what we're suffering from. Stockholm syndrome, bro. Why y'all love the ones that are trying to hurt you the most? And then you fear the hero. Man, y'all crazy. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to do what I do. RPM Trey Vietnam and this bitch Wu Bang buy a fucking gun today, bro.